Hello. We will go ahead and get started. We'll find an easy seat, so whether that's sitting on your heels or if you want to find a comfortable cross-leg position, just find a comfortable seat here. You may see me switch out, so see how long I will stay here. Let's go ahead and close your eyes. Just settle in. We'll do a few shoulder rolls. Take an inhale and take the shoulders up into the ears and exhale them back and down. Do a couple more. Inhale and exhale. One more. And we'll take it forward. So up and forward. One more here. And go ahead and relax the shoulders down, settling into the body. Take a few natural breaths here. Just checking in with the body. And then when you're ready, we'll start to deepen that breath. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And for these breaths, we'll inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. So maybe when you exhale, blowing out as if you're trying to blow out a tiny little candle. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more like that. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling through the mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last breath, deepest one. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it here. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. So you can go ahead and open the eyes here. We'll do a few twists. So we'll inhale the arms up. And exhale, dropping the left arm to the right knee. Right arm will fall behind you. Hang out here for 2 breaths. Then we'll inhale to take the arms up. And exhale to the left. 2 breaths here. We'll move through that. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. 2 more each way. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll inhale up through center. And then if you're not already, we'll go ahead and come to a cross-leg position. And it doesn't have to be anything super fancy. If you want, you can just place one foot in front of the other. Just keep in mind which way you have them crossed, because we're going to change that here in a little bit. So we'll inhale to take the arms up. We'll exhale, walk the arms forward. And you can find a nice little rock here. I like to sometimes open up in the hips and wake up that low back by just finding a nice side-to-side motion. On the next breath, we'll walk it over to the right. One more full breath here. And walk it through center. We'll take it over towards the left. And take it back through center. We'll get a little side-to-side motion going on. So we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, the right arm will drop to the right. And you can take the left arm up and overhead, or if you'd like, you can take it to your head, taking the hand to the back of the head, and open up just a little bit more, driving the elbow back. One more full breath here. And we'll extend that arm back up and let it take you over right into the next side. Once again, that arm can be extended, or if you'd like, you can take that hand to the back of the head and open up. Another full breath. And we'll extend that arm. And we'll just wave through these. So exhale, taking you over to one side. The inhale will bring you up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. We'll inhale to take it through center. And now we'll change the cross of the legs. Just to do that, to even out the hips. So we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale to walk it forward. Grounding through the hips. Your hips may kind of lift, but you really want to think about grounding those sits bones as you reach forward with the fingertips, getting that dynamic stretch through the spine. Another full breath here. Then when you're ready, we're going to walk it to the left, reaching through those right fingertips as you ground through the right sits bones. We'll go ahead and walk it through center, taking it to the right. We'll walk it back through center, taking it up. And from here, we're just gonna find another twist. So we'll inhale, exhale, drop to the right, inhale up, dropping to the left. Only a couple of these. Inhale up, exhale, twist, inhale up, exhale, twist. We'll come up through center. So we'll take the hands forward, coming out of that cross-leg position into all fours. And then once we're here, we want to make sure that the hips are stacked over the knees, shoulders over the wrists. Coming into some cat-cows. We'll inhale to drop the belly to lift the heart. Exhale to round the spine. Tucking the tailbone. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the heart, head comes up last. Exhale, leading with the tailbone, rounding the spine, the head will drop last. And we'll move through these. We'll say about 4 more at your own pace. Moving with each breath. Listening to the body here. Listening to what the body needs. And then after that last one, you can go ahead and come back to neutral if you'd like. You can even find like a nice little side to side motion with the hips. Alright, so from there we'll find stillness. We're just going to drop the hips back, not all the way into a child's pose, but we're just dropping them back and then slightly rocking the hips forward. Exhale to drop them back. Inhale to bring them forward. Exhale, drop them back. Inhale, forward. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Now from here, we're going to do some hip circles. So we'll shift the hips over towards the right. Actually, let's just do side to side. So we'll shift them to the right, then shift them to the left, shift them to the right, and shift them to the left. One more. To the right, to the left. Nice. Coming back to neutral. So from here, we'll shift them over to the right. So you're still sending the hips over towards the right. We're going to slightly come forward and square off the hips. Then start to send the hips over to the left. Coming back, still sending the hips towards the left and coming back to neutral. So we're just making some hip circles here. And you can go, if you want to still break it down and go a little bit slower, you can. Or if you want to start to smooth it out, just roll through the hips here. Starting to make some movement in the hips. And you can start to exaggerate it if you feel comfortable. If you want to send the hips back a little more, maybe send them a little more forward, almost to where you're pretty much in a cobra. Listening to the body here, though. All right, we'll do 2 more circles. All right, coming back to neutral. We'll go into that other side. So we'll send the hips over to the left, then shift them to the right, shift them to the left, shift them to the right. Sounds like a song or something, like a dance song. One more. All right, now we'll send them over to the left, sending the hips forward, through center, over towards the right, bring it back, and around. Once again, taking these rotations however you need. If you kind of like to break it down and kind of stop in each section, that's good. Or if you'd like, you can go ahead and smooth it out here. Just rolling through the hips. Listening to the body and where you are today. Do about 3 more circles. Once again, exaggerating where you'd like. All right, I think that was 3. We'll go ahead and drop it back into child's pose whenever you're finished. You can spread the knees wide, toes touching in the back. Once again, if you'd like, you can find a nice little side-to-side motion here, really grounding into the hands, letting your hands be your anchor as you shift side to side. When you're ready, we'll find stillness. And we'll come up to seated. So from here, hands can be behind you, doesn't matter if your fingers are in towards the body or away. Just finding something comfortable here. Actually, from here, we'll do some more cat-cow. So you can either have the hands behind you for more stability, or if you'd like, you can grab at the shins. We're going to do some cat-cows here. So we'll inhale, shining that heart through, just as if we were in a regular cat-cow. Then exhale to round the spine for cat. Inhale to shine that heart through. Exhale, round. Couple of more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it here. And exhale. Holding it here. Alright, coming back to neutral. We'll place those hands behind us if they're not already. I'm just going to drop the knees over to the right. Dropping them over to the left. Just finding a nice windshield wiper motion here. If you feel okay in the hips, maybe start to drop the knees down just a little more. If you're here, that's fine. We're still making space in those hips. So we always have to listen to our body. Maybe some days, every day actually, our body's going to wake up differently. So you just got to, listen to what you need each day. All right, just one more each side. All right. So from here, we'll straighten out. Let's straighten out the right leg, keeping that left knee still bent. And we'll inhale here to grow long. And then we'll come back. So from here, we'll bring that right knee in towards the chest, sending that knee out. Now you still want to keep the foot flexed to protect the knee. Taking it out to the side. Then we're going to kick away through the heel like we're trying to kick someone out, but we're still keeping that knee out to the side. Kicking out, we'll bring the leg back in. And you can point or flex here when you bring the knee back in. But when you take it out, make sure that you're flexing. Taking it out to the side and kicking out. So you can start to smooth that out if you'd like. Or you can stop in each section, whatever works for you. We'll do 3 more hip circles. I believe that was 2 more. That's good. 1 more. All right, and then after that last one, we'll bring it back to the mat, shake it out. All right, coming back into that same side, so the right knee comes up towards the chest. This time we'll kick out forward, bring the leg out to the side, start to bend the knee, bring it back in. So reversing the circle. Making sure to keep a nice flex foot there. Three more. And after that last one, we'll bring the foot back to the mat. Windshield wiper, 1 more. You can let the legs out long, shake them out. Maybe even pay attention to how one side feels from the other. All right, coming right back into that. Next side, so the right foot stays grounded. We'll extend. Actually, no, we'll bring the left knee in towards the chest. Taking that knee out, keeping that foot flexed, kicking out through the heel. And bringing it back, closing off that hip. Bringing the knee back in, kicking it out. Close, bring it in, open, kick out. You can start to smooth it out if you'd like. Or stop in each section. Whatever is working for you today. We got 3 more. And it doesn't have to look a certain way or anything. Just make sure that you're moving through it. You're still going to get that action through the hips. All right, we'll bring that foot back in. Maybe windshield wiper again. Shake it out, whatever you need. All right, so we're going to reverse that rotation. So we'll extend the leg, take it out to the side, bending at the knee, bringing the knee in towards the chest. Just reversing those circles that we were creating. 3 more. I don't know about y'all, but this is kind of burning in the hips here. But it's really, really good to loosen up those hip sockets and all that good stuff. Last one. We'll go ahead, windshield wiper. One last time. Maybe shake it out. All right, and then from here, we'll come back to all fours. Tucking the toes, sending the knees and hips up and back. You can start to walk it out here. Bending one knee at a time. Couple of more. Then when you're ready, we'll find stillness. We'll come up to the balls of the feet if you're not already, lifting the heels, and then we'll shift the heels over towards the right corner of the mat. Then exhale, try to send those heels down. Still pressing to the hands. You want to keep the hands and arms how they are. One more breath here. When you're ready, coming up to the balls once again, lifting those heels, sending them over towards the left corner. And then exhale to send those heels down. Coming back through center. And then from here, we'll walk the feet to meet between the hands. Exhaling here to fold. We'll inhale, rooting to rise, grounding the feet into the mat, slowly rolling up. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll inhale to take the arms up. Exhale to fold. And you can put a good bend in the knees here and just melt your way down. You can grab at the elbows or maybe let the arms drape and be super heavy. We're ragdolling here. You can even find a nice swaying motion. But the idea is to be really heavy in the upper body. Just really let gravity do the work for you here. You can maybe even put a nice bounce to the knees. Shake out that low back. Then when you're ready, we'll ground. Coming up halfway. So whatever halfway is for you, as long as you have a flat back. So whether your hands are on the shins or the knees, maybe even to the mat, we still want to make sure that we're not rounding here. Exhale back into your fold. We'll step that right foot back. Go ahead and drop the back knee down. Hanging out here. On the next breath, we'll inhale. Exhale back into the lunge. Straightening the front leg. Inhale into your lunge. Exhale, lengthen. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, hold it here. You can keep that front foot pointed or you can flex it. You'll feel it more in the back side of your leg once you flex your foot. Trying to keep your heart shining through as if someone's pulling a tiny string from your chest. And we'll come back into that lunge. Nice. Grounding the hands into the mat, tucking the back toes, stepping back into a plank. We'll go ahead and lower the knees here. And here in your plank, you want to make sure you're coming, what I like to say, coming out of your shoulders. You're not dumping the weight and causing strain in your shoulders. Really pressing into the mat to come out of the shoulders. Firming those shoulders. Then also thinking about zipping that belly button up and back. So it'll find a nice little tuck of the tailbone. And we'll go ahead and lower. As we lower, we're going to hit knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, coming into a cobra. Exhale, coming back into down dog. You can walk it out here if you need. When you're ready, we'll take that right foot up and back for a three-leg down dog, flexing that foot. We'll go ahead and start to open up through the hip. We'll open here, then close for down dog. Open up. Close it. One more. Open up. And close. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale, lengthen, exhale, bringing that knee through. Getting that foot to meet between the hands, however you need to get it there. We'll keep that back knee lifted. Hanging out here for 2 breaths. Really thinking about driving that right hip back, left hip bone forward. So it's a nice little shift of the pelvis there. Last breath here. And you're welcome to use blocks or any prop that can raise the floor for you. And we'll go ahead and step it forward. Exhale to fold. We'll inhale, take the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice, you guys. We'll do the next side. So we'll inhale, arms up. Exhale, taking us into our forward fold. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhale to fold. This time we'll inhale, step that left foot back. Go ahead and drop that back knee down, hanging out here for just a breath. We'll take another big inhale here. And as we exhale, straightening that knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. We'll keep that front leg straightened. Holding it here for 3 breaths. Once again, you can keep that front foot. You can point the toe or flex the foot. Whatever you feel like you are needing today. One more breath here. Then when you're ready, we'll shift forward. Take another full breath here in our low lunge. We'll go ahead and ground into the mat, tucking the back toes. We'll step that right foot back, coming into a plank. You can come back into that modified plank, or you can come into a full plank. You still want to think about that same action of lifting that belly button up and back, tucking that tailbone down. So even if you're in a full plank, you're still keeping that action. You don't want to be poking your booty out. Your booty shouldn't be in the air. We'll tuck that belly button up and in, tucking the pelvis down. We'll go ahead and lower the knees here. Lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, take it back, down dog. We'll inhale that left foot up and back, 3-leg down dog, keeping that foot flexed. We'll inhale, open up through the hips. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One bring that knee through. Keeping the back knee lifted. Hanging out here once again. Tilting or shifting that pelvis. So you're thinking about taking the left hip bone back, right hip bone forward. One more breath. And on the next breath, we'll step it forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale to come up all the way. Exhale, hands through heart center. Nice. We'll do that one more time. Just probably a couple of more things added into that flow. We'll inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. We'll inhale, step the right foot back. Go ahead and drop the back knee down. We'll inhale here, maybe shifting a little bit more into that lunge. Exhale to straighten the knee. Inhale, forward. Exhale, take it back. One more. Inhale. Exhale, holding it here. Go ahead and flex that foot if you haven't already. And you can walk that back knee back just a little bit if it keeps you stable. So we'll keep that front foot flexed. We'll inhale to prepare. And as we exhale, we'll take the pinky side edge of the foot out towards the left edge of the mat. So it's like kind of opening like a little door hinge. It's just going out to the left. One more breath here. And we'll bring it back through center. This time we'll take the big toe over towards the right. So we'll inhale to prepare, then exhale, taking it over. Hang out here for 2 more breaths. And it's a really minor movement, but it makes such a difference. It's a really good opening in the hips. You really don't realize how many different movements you have in the hips until you tap into them. It's like, oh, okay, this is new. We'll come through center. Bringing it back into that lunge. So you can walk that back knee in just a little bit. We'll heel toe the left foot over towards the left. Just a smidge. That way you get both hands on the inside of the foot for our lizard. You can hang out here for a few breaths. So if you'd like, for the first couple of breaths, maybe finding some movement, maybe straightening that leg, then exhaling back into it. Or if you want to hold your lizard, up to you. If you have found movement, let's go ahead and find stillness in our lizard for 2 more breaths. Nice. From here, we'll take the toes and turn them out about 45 degrees. We'll keep that right foot grounded. The left arm, you can either keep that knee, hold it, take it to open up that knee, or you can open up into a twist and just let that knee fall towards the left. But you still want to think about keeping the inner edge of the left foot active. You don't want your ankle to sickle. That can be really bad on the knee. So still think about as if there's a floor underneath you. Even though that inner edge of the foot is lifted, you still want to think like you're really grounding into a floor. Like something's there and you're trying to press against it. One more breath. Now go ahead, close that off. You can start to walk that foot back in just a little bit. We'll still take both hands to the inside of the foot, and we'll walk the hands over to the right at a 45-degree angle. You can stay here if this is enough for you, or you can walk it out just a little bit more into your down dog hands. One more breath. Let's go ahead and walk it back in. Framing the foot, tucking the back toes, coming into your plank. You can lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. For chaturanga, we'll keep the elbows close to the ribs as we lower, keeping a 90-degree angle in the elbows, maybe flipping the feet to up dog. Inhaling here, shining the heart through. Or if you want your cobra, leaving the hips down, go ahead and take it back, down dog. We'll inhale that right foot up and back. Go ahead and open up here. Maybe even bending that top knee if that feels good. One more breath. Go ahead and close it off here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring that right foot through. Finding our grounding. Once you're ready, we'll inhale to rise. Settling into that high crescent lunge. Another full breath here. And then when you're ready, we'll take the back foot, spin it out into a warrior two. So the back edge of your foot is going to be in line with the back edge of the mat. Spreading through those fingertips. One more breath. We'll inhale the right fingertips forward, then up and back for reverse warrior. Go ahead and straighten that front knee. Reverse triangle. Then from here, bending back, coming into an extended side angle. So you can let that arm rest on the top of the thigh there. Inhale the left arm up. And we'll make some circles here with the arm. So we'll drop it down, bring it around. Two more. Little shoulder opening here. It never hurts. All right. Go ahead and frame the foot here. Stepping it forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lovely. We'll do all of that on the next side. All right, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. This time we'll step the left foot back. Go ahead and drop that back knee down. Maybe settling a little bit more into your lunge. Another big inhale here. Then exhale, straighten. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. We'll keep that foot straightened. Go ahead and flex here. We'll inhale to prepare. Then exhale, taking the pinky side edge over to the right. Last breath. Coming up through center. Inhale. Then exhale, dropping the big toe over towards the left. Keeping that foot flexed to protect the knee. One more deep breath. We'll bring it back through center. Bending back into that knee. You can walk the front foot back or the back foot in just a little bit to come into a comfortable lunge for you. We'll heel toe that foot out towards the right so that we get both hands to the inside of the right foot. Coming into our lizard. We're here for 5 breaths. So once again, if you want to maybe move through the first couple of breaths or hold it for the full 5 breaths, up to you. If you have found movement, let's go ahead and find stillness in our lizard. 2 more breaths. Lovely. We'll go ahead and turn those toes out about 45 degrees, letting that knee fall open. You can, once again, making sure to remain active in that inner ankle there. So as if you're pressing through that inner edge of the foot. You can take this right hand to open up the knee a little bit more, or we can open up, your choice. 2 more breaths here. Making sure not to dump into that left shoulder. Just really make sure to press into that hand, come out of the shoulder. Last breath. Lovely. Go ahead and bring it back down. We'll heel toe the foot in towards the midline. Taking the hands to the inside of the foot. You can walk it out. You can stay here if this is enough. If you need a little bit more, maybe walk it out into your down dog arms. Few breaths here. Last breath. Nice. Let's go ahead and walk it back in. Framing the foot, we'll tap the back toes. Stepping back into our plank. You can lower the knees, coming to knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. We'll inhale that left foot up and back. Exhale, open up through the hip here. Holding it here for a few breaths. You can even bend that top knee if that feels okay. One more breath. Nice. Go ahead and close off those hips. Exhale to bring the knee through. Finding our grounding, sending the left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale to rise. High crescent lunge. 2 more full breaths. Really pressing back through that heel as we ground to the ball of the back foot. Maybe see if we can straighten out that back knee any more in this last breath. Nice. Bringing the back heel down. Warrior 2. Back edge of the foot in line with the back edge of the mat. Reaching through the fingertips. Making sure that that knee doesn't want to fall in towards the center there. Pretend as if I'm there, and if I take my hand to the outside of your knee, you really want to think about pressing into the hand rather than letting it fall towards the center. So actively pressing out. One more breath. We'll take the left fingertips forward, up and back, reverse warrior. Another full breath. Go ahead and straighten that front knee. Reverse triangle. We'll exhale back into that front knee. Coming in to an extended side angle, resting the forearm to the top of the thigh there. Inhale that right arm up. Making some arm circles, bringing it forward, then down and around. Do 4 big circles. One more. And then from there, we'll go ahead and frame the foot. Stepping it forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Alrighty. So from here, we'll take the feet out a little bit wider than the hips. So we'll inhale up. Exhale to bend the knees on the way down. Folding over the knees. We'll inhale to straighten those knees. Exhale to fold again. Shortened wide leg forward fold. And then when you're ready, keeping the chin towards the chest, we're going to roll up. Nice. So we'll do about, let's say 3 more of those. So as we exhale, bending at the knees, lowering down, sitting the upper body over the knees, draping over. Inhale to straighten those knees. Exhale to fold. Keeping the chin tucked in towards the chest. Slight bend in the knees. Slowly roll it up. 2 more. Taking it down, bending the knees. Folding over. Straightening up here. Exhale into your forward fold. Keeping that chin tucked in. Slowly rolling it up. 1 more, and you can start to smooth it out here if that feels okay with you. Slowly roll it up. The head will come up last. Nice. So we'll keep the feet where they are. We're going to lower, and you can let the arms or hands brace you on your way down, coming into our Malasana. I'll face you guys. So here in our Malasana, in our garland pose, yogi squat, pick your poison. Whatever you'd like to call this pose, it may look different for everybody. So your heels don't have to be touching the mat. If you're here, that's fine. If you need to walk your feet out a little bit more, everyone's going to be different in the hips. So just make sure to listen to your body. All right, coming in here. We'll take a few twists here. So we'll take the right hand to the back of the head. Exhale to close. We'll inhale to open up. Exhale to close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Coming into the next side. Taking that left hand to the back of the head. The right arm can be out at a diagonal to kind of serve as like resistance against that right leg. We'll close it off. Inhale to open up. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Nice. We'll go ahead and just let our booties pop to the mat. We'll come here into boat pose briefly. So we'll bring the hands to the back of the thigh there. You can start to find your balance on your tailbone. You still want to think about having a straight spine. You don't want to round into it. So finding that balancing point on the sits bone so where you can keep a straight back and maybe start to lift, become a little bit light in the toes, or maybe so much that they're completely lifted. Maybe you let go. We'll hold it here for 3 breaths. Maybe even straighten the legs if that's where you are today. 2 more breaths. You can let the arms overhead. Last breath. Now exhale to fold forward. So we'll come into a cobbler's pose, bringing the feet together. You can walk the feet out. You don't have to have them in so close to the hips just yet. We're making a nice big diamond shape here. Inhale to grow long. And then exhale to fold forward. One more breath. Straighten up the legs, maybe pitter-patter them out, maybe windshield wiper the feet. Nice. So we'll bring the feet into the mat, finding that windshield wiper again. So actually you can walk the feet out a little bit wider. And let them fall to one side and the other. Maybe checking in from when we did these at the start of class. Checking in to see if anything feels any different. If this pose feels any different than from how we started. A couple more each way. Alright, then when you're ready, we'll drop the knees over to one side. We'll come up and over for a twist. If you're here and this is enough for you, stay here. If you feel like you can go a little deeper, you can walk it down to your forearms. Coming back up. This time we'll take the left arm behind us. And you can have the hands here, staying upright. Once again, if you feel like you have space, if it feels okay in the hips, you can lower down to the forearms or all the way to the back. We'll hang out here for a couple of breaths. Nice, we'll walk it up. Windshield wipers, a couple more. Then we'll drop them over to the left. Coming up, swinging that right arm around for a twist. Staying here, or maybe walking it down. This has been one of my favorites lately. It's just such a nice twist and hip opener all at the same time. One more breath here. And when you're ready, we'll swing that right arm behind us, taking it out. You can stay here, upright. Maybe walk it down, either to your forearms or all the way to the back. Not only checking in with the hips, but also checking in with your low back here. You just want to listen, make sure that we give ourselves what we need today. Emphasis on what we need. A lot of the times we'll want to go into a pose so deeply and our bodies are just like, no thank you, please, please. One more breath. Alright, go ahead and walk it up. Windshield wiper one last time. And actually from here, come into a wide leg forward fold. So bringing the feet out wide. It doesn't have to be as wide as they can go. Just a nice wide leg position here. We'll inhale to grow long. Then exhale to walk it forward any amount that is comfortable with you today. Maybe even finding nice little side to side motion here. When you're ready, we'll walk those hands over to the right. Try and stay as low or as wherever you are. So if you're upright, try and stay there and walk it over. Or if you're low, you're going to try to stay low and walk it over towards the right. You can frame the foot here. One more breath. And we'll take it back, walking it low all the way to the other side. Framing the left foot. 3 breaths here. Last breath. walk it back through center. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, take it forward. Maybe a little bit more. We'll go ahead and walk it back in. Close those legs off. Maybe shake it out. Windshield wiper. Alright, bringing the legs next to each other, removing anything out of the way. We'll inhale to take the arms up. Then exhale to fold forward. When you're ready, we'll walk it up. And slowly roll it down all the way to the mat. Once you're there, go ahead and let the knees come into the chest. Give yourself a big hug, maybe rock from side to side, back and forth, whatever you need here to massage the spine. We'll come in for a bridge here. Bringing the heels in towards the hips, making sure that you can tickle your heels with your fingertips. We'll go ahead and lift up through the hips. Stretching out through those hip flexors. One more breath. And we'll exhale down. We have two more. So if you'd like to go into your wheel throughout these next two, all yours. Next breath, we'll inhale up. Maybe if you like, you can walk the shoulders underneath, or if you're in your wheel, making sure to do so carefully. Go ahead and exhale, lower down. Last one. Inhale up to the hips. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and exhale, lower down gently. We'll find a last little windshield wiper here. We'll exhale, knees coming in, big hug. Maybe taking the knees to the outside of the rib cage. Maybe even a happy baby if that's something for you today. And then when you're ready, within the next 3 to 5 breaths, we're going to make our way to Shavasana. So taking your time, if there's any other pose or anything else you'd like to get out, go ahead and do so now. And then we'll all meet in Shavasana, legs spread wide, maybe a little bit wider than the mat, arms out wide. Relaxing the body, relaxing the eyes shut, relaxing the breath, and letting go of the practice here as we let go of anything that no longer serves us. Letting go of whatever it was we were doing before class, or letting go of what we have to do right after class. We're here in this moment. Releasing tension in your right foot. Releasing in that right shin, right calf. Releasing that right thigh. Releasing in the right hip. Releasing in that right hand. Releasing in the right forearm. Releasing in the right tricep and bicep. Releasing in that right shoulder. Releasing in the left foot. Releasing in the right, the left shin, left calf. Releasing in the left thigh. Releasing in that left hip. Releasing in the left hand. Releasing in the left forearm. Releasing in that left bicep and tricep. Releasing it in the left shoulder. Releasing through the low back. Releasing through the mid back. Releasing through the upper back. Releasing any tension in your face, in your jawline, your eyebrows, your cheeks. Let it go. When you're ready, we'll invite a deeper breath back into the body. Couple of more. Maybe starting to find some small movements, wiggling the fingers, the toes, maybe rolling out through the wrists, through the ankles. Whenever you're ready, taking your time, we'll inhale, taking the feet out, long arms overhead as if we're waking up early in the morning. And when you're ready, making our way to one side. Taking your time as we make our way up to seated. Finding a comfortable seat here. You can keep the eyes closed. We'll bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale, filling up through the chest. Exhale, releasing. Inhale. Exhale. On this last one, we'll inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. When you're ready, deep inhale. Then exhale through the mouth. Let it go. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Finding gratitude for yourselves, for finding time to practice and bring yourself to the mat today. Thank you all for allowing me to guide you through your practice. The light and love in me honors the light and love in you. Namaste. I hope you all enjoyed that hip opening. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one, you all.